Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We are going into Game 2, apparently, between Oneshot and sevenFLOW. This is going to be tons of fun. These two master-level Terran players battling it out here on Xel'Naga Caverns. It is the MLG version, as you can see here. That's my best indicator. But, yeah, wow. Very, very interesting game in that last round. sevenFLOW really defending well, attacking well, doing lots of economic damage to his opponent, and Oneshot was just, he just got behind in the economy, and eventually it just, it was too much for him to handle, I think, and sevenFLOW gauging his opponent very well, making nice, safe moves, and methodically taking a very, very, I don't know, what would you call it, a phenomenal win there. Yeah, might as well. Let's say phenomenal. I'd say very, very well done. So, I mean, Oneshot is not a picnic, I can tell you that, man. Oneshot has won these tournaments before, and he's played in my tournaments before, and he has won them. He actually won 2 in a row once, and so he did double some money. That was tons of fun to see. So, I mean, he is not a picnic, not an easy opponent to deal with here. But look at this, sevenFLOW going to be taking this supply depot. Timeout wants to know who the champ is right now. There is actually not a champ. We are going for our new King of the Hill, if you will, tonight. Timeout. So whoever takes the win tonight will have their new opportunity to double. So I changed the starting pool. You might be thinking that we were still starting at like $5, but I changed it to start at $10. I'm trying to incentivize people to not smurf. So if they're a good player, I want them to have a good reason to come play in the higher level tournament, if that makes any sense. But so we are actually looking for our champion right now in the Let It Ride for the Pro Series, and it may be you. It may even be sevenFLOW. Actually, I mean, it could even be Oneshot at this point. I mean, he's still in this matchup, but we will definitely determine who that is tonight. They will win that $10 and then can choose to let it ride and double to 20 the next week, and then the week after that it will double to 40, and then after that it will double to 80. So it can be pretty decent money. At least I hope it can be decent money. I mean, it's not huge money, let's be honest. I mean, you can't make a career by playing Let It Ride tournaments, but it's fun anyway. It's not bad money. It's worth it for a couple hours worth of a tournament, I think. And I sure appreciate all the people that come out and play. But let's take a look here. What do we have going? More Marines. It looks like we do have a factory on the way for Oneshot. Yeah, timeout. Very well said, buddy. It is better than playing for free. I totally agree. And there's plenty of free tournaments out there where they say the prize is bragging rights. You still get bragging rights in this tournament. Just because you offer cash, right? Doesn't mean you don't get bragging rights. Anyway, that's fun stuff. But thanks for that, timeout. And Oneshot does have this factory here. Double barracks, it looks like. Let's take a look at what sevenFLOW has got going. He has a factory about to complete as well. Double gas here, so I'm expecting to see, yes, a starport. We probably are going to see some cloaked Banshee here, and then we'll see what he's going to transition into. Either that or he's going to go for some Hellion drops. So one of the two. I'd be interested to see what that's going to be, but judging by this amount of gas, I'm kind of half expecting him to go for Banshee, but maybe not. It looks like he's just going to go for Hellion drops, maybe, and then transition or something. I'm not sure. So we'll check back on that in just a moment. Double gas here as well. Tanks coming out. Siege Tech not quite started yet. Of course, he does not have quite enough gas for that. And a starport as well. So very interesting builds here. Pretty good stuff. But there's our first tank on the field. Are we going to get the Siege Tech? Looks like he still needs a little bit more gas. No, he doesn't. He's got it. Just getting some tanks out. Don't blame him there, but look at this though. Map control is going to go in sevenFLOW's favor at this point, and we are at the 6-minute mark. So, I mean, this is a time where people really need to be scouting. It's the 6 to 7 minute mark, and Oneshot looks like he is going to be doing just that, going to be sending these Marines out. Is going to run into a Hellion. That is not a fun situation. Two Marines are greater than one Hellion. Now you guys know. So now half and half, sharing map control, if you will, between these two players. Let's take a look at what we've got here. There is the Banshee. We were correct. Cloaked Banshees on the field. And movement here by Oneshot at the same time. Very interesting. This could be very, very interesting. Is he going to use this Banshee for defense, or is he going to be... Oh, it's definitely scouted at this point. He does see those tanks. He is going to be moving it across the field anyway. I think he knows that he has to make something happen with that right now. What does he have here for defense? Oh, look at this, having to pull all of his SCVs right now. That is no fun. Oh, and look at this, sevenFLOW going to be supply blocking him. Becoming supply blocked, rather. Good job there by Oneshot. This is going to be cleaned up. He does have this cloaked Banshee here, going completely unchecked. However, this was a lot of damage done here by Oneshot. Now he has this cloaked Banshee in the base. Looking for a scan, I assume. He has got 74 energy. Is he going to get this scan? There goes the scan. Chasing that one off. Just for a moment, though, I mean, this cloaked Banshee can still be very, very effective. He is definitely going to be harassing this with that Banshee. There is no other detection on the field quite yet. We do have another Viking on the way. Very nice play here. This Banshee going to be taking out a supply depot in the back of the base. Wow, this Banshee up to 8 kills. My goodness, is he ever being super effective with that Banshee. And here comes another cloaked Banshee. This one, however, is going to be out of energy here in just a moment. Ooh, that scan going down a little early. That, well, actually, I mean, it was good timing, don't get me wrong, but he didn't know how much energy that guy had, so. But if he had known, that would have been great. Then he probably wouldn't have scanned. Maybe he would have. I guess it doesn't matter either way. However, this exchange, let's take a look here. Fairly even exchanges. Now, I do want to see the difference here in economy, though, and it is definitely going in Oneshot's favor, and that is because sevenFLOW had to pull SCVs and a lot of SCVs off the line to defend here at his ramp, and a lot of those were killed, so he is definitely at a disadvantage right now. So Oneshot in a marvelous position, I'd say. He does have a nice tech composition, I guess, is what I would say, and a lot of Vikings here. Well, not a lot, but 3 Vikings is plenty for now. Some tanks and some, we got, look at this, he's got some SCVs mixed in here in this army. Looks like he is going to be moving out here. And units tab still showing that sevenFLOW, well, he's catching up in the economy. He's doing okay. He should be fine here in just a minute, especially since Oneshot is kind of giving him a chance to, to recover from that. And he does have 1 base on his opponent right now, so we must say for sevenFLOW that he is not out of this match yet. He does have a couple tanks here in defensive positions. Siege tech is about to be completed. Let's see how many more seconds it's got. Oh, it doesn't give us the counter. Oh, that's too bad. That's okay. We do have plenty of tanks on the way, but here comes movement from Oneshot. Looks like he is definitely going to be committing to this attack. This is definitely going to be interesting. Ooh, wow. sevenFLOW holding this off in pretty good style. Very nicely done. Is he going to go for a counterattack? It looks like he might. Let's take a look at what that looks like on units lost. It's still relatively even. My goodness. These guys are back and forth. You got to love that. These 4 Vikings are like, we are going to outlive our usefulness here. sevenFLOW's got a pretty scary looking army, though. Oneshot going to be moving out to the low ground here as well. Looks like he's going to be flying this command center over. Not a bad play at this point. He definitely needs to get his economy up and rolling, or he is going to mine this main out too fast. Look at that. I mean, these patches, some of these patches are almost gone. But here comes the elevator drop. Tanks on the low ground, sieged up. Very interesting attack. Nicely placed, it looks like. Oh, wow. Oneshot. Looks like he is going to be able to clean this up, but my goodness, sevenFLOW has done quite a bit of damage here. Let's take a look at what that's going to look like on units lost. Again, still fairly even. My goodness, these guys are not giving each other an inch. That is definitely what we like to see. We'd like to see some of these SCVs transfer out of here immediately. I mean, really, when it comes down to it, Oneshot is going to be on one mining base here yet again. So, I mean, sevenFLOW has got this kind of advantage here that his main has got a little bit more minerals in it. He's been mining it just slightly slower. And he is now going for his gold expand. Oh my goodness. This is where it's going to be tough for Oneshot. If this expand goes well for sevenFLOW, this might be a tough comeback position for Oneshot. So let's take a look at what we've got units wise. Oh wow. Now we've got a severe economic advantage here for sevenFLOW. Look at all those SCVs. That is 45 to his opponent's 26. And so now Oneshot going to be falling behind in the economy. You can see that already his units are slightly less. I do like that Oneshot not sieging up his tanks. They're pretty stinking effective without that, but that is not going to be enough. There is the GG from Oneshot, and unbelievable. So sevenFLOW taking both of those games down. Unfortunately for Oneshot, he will not be moving on in this tournament, so we hope to see him next week. But thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you guys next time.